You are so patient, T-Rex.
So patient. Are you? No, this way. Come on, Rex. You come on, Rex. This way.
Oh, gorgeous. Something to be said for that expression, calm before the storm. Did I tell you I got a new flag? We'll see how it does in this wind. I guess the only, come on, focus. What I have going for me is that I live on the north side of a hill, and the worst of the wind is going to be from the south. So I get kind of a shadow here in the lee. But out there, Raccoon Island, over there in Hull, it's a different story. Out there in the gut, we may have some wind gusting past 50 miles an hour this time tomorrow. We'll be here. Altocumulus clouds. So we have rain coming at us from the west. But first, rain coming at us from the south. There's a bit of a low pressure system in eastern North Carolina. It's very subtle, but it has a lot of water with it. That's enough. All right, I'm gonna have to pause for a second for a timeout. The hair on the back of his neck standing up. He has to go in the house so we can finish this very important forecast discussion. Something left a scent here last night. Where was I? Sorry. The challenges of working from home. All right, so let's see. I think I was talking about how it was going to get really windy out there. You can already see the wind picking up. Oh yeah, and that we have to watch this blob of moisture off of eastern North Carolina. So Julia did break into pieces. Part of that is now Tropical Storm Carl, with about 50-mile-an-hour winds headed back to the south to the coast of Mexico. But anyhow, I want to show you the precipitable water. That is how much moisture is in the column of air, so should you precipitate all the moisture out. 2 inches plus all the way from across the Gulf of Mexico, across Florida, the Bahamas, and directly into New England. It is for that reason a flood watch is in effect in the state of Maine, but I don't think the flooding is limited to the state of Maine. Let's watch how the precipitation arrives by 8 o'clock tonight. You have a spike of purple pointed right at Connecticut. That's the rain coming in from the due south. And then the rain coming in from the west is still across New York. That hasn't even got here yet. And then if we take that through tomorrow morning, and then tomorrow afternoon, and then Saturday, it adds up to several inches in parts of Connecticut, close to 10 inches in some of the mountains of New Hampshire and Maine. That's because when that very humid air hits the mountains, it goes up, and that causes upslope precipitation. And you can see the shadow effect in the Northeast Kingdom, where at Linden State we used to call it the hellhole effect. A place like Wildcat would get 2 feet of snow, and Burke would get an inch. Anyhow, something like that is forecast this weekend. Now, you can't take these precipitation amounts literally, for every spot. When you see that 3 to 5 over Connecticut and that 5 to 10 over New Hampshire, that just means we are going to have flooding. But believe it or not, the NAM has backed off to less than a ½ inch for Boston. And so where it's going to exactly happen is impossible. No one knows. That's the precipitation aspect to this. And the wind aspect, let's go to tomorrow morning. Again, this is the NAM high resolution, shows a little spot of red. We may have some wind gusts close to 60 knots there, southeastern New England, especially on the coast near Buzzards Bay tomorrow morning. There's no wind advisory in southeastern Massachusetts. Well, consider yourself advised. And my sailing captain from yesterday, Doug Kent, wants to know what direction. I say about 150 degrees. Looks like wind's going to come in from the southeast, gusts past 40 miles an hour once you get inland a few miles. So I'd say at Burt's, you're probably looking at at Burt's Boat Yard, gusts of 40. But over that water, southeastern New England, it's a little bit like a tropical system in that nature, where the heaviest wind is on the east side and the heaviest rain is on the west side of a very subtle wave that's going to be along this front, coming in, screaming in from the south late tonight, tomorrow morning. Tomorrow morning is the worst of the weather. Now, even though the upper level low is not going to come through here till next Monday or Tuesday, we're going to get some pretty nice air with the temperature and the dew point going in opposite directions tomorrow afternoon and staying there. This is Boston over the weekend. Look at that sunshine, mild, low humidity. But the main focus of this whole weather system is still over the Great Lakes at that point, so we're not done with it. There'll be some instability, showers and clouds in some of the mountainous areas, but it looks like a pretty nice weekend for most of us. Not too windy either, coming in from the west and even northwest a little bit down near the ground, but still from the southwest up in the sky. It's not until this trough axis gets by, remember what happened with Ian, days and days and days of saying, oh, maybe it's going to rain again tomorrow, maybe it's going to rain again tomorrow. Well, it looks like now it may rain again on Monday, and rain pretty hard too, with the air at the ground coming in from the northeast. Looks almost like a little pseudo nor'easter Monday morning, and then another inch of rain or so, and that goes out, and then the front itself, the coldest front, doesn't come through till Tuesday or Wednesday. And the GFS still says, oh, maybe a couple of inches of snow in some of our mountains, but the Euro says 0 snow with that. So if you're looking for snow, this is not the one. And then if you go to way out there, the end of the 10-day with the Euro, it looks like a big warm-up trying to come at us for the third week of October. So, is boating season over? Not for everybody. Yesterday I got the tour from way up the back river to way out there, practically to the Quincy Yacht Club. Thank you for that, Doug. Here are the highlights. Hope we all weather the storm well, and I do take requests too. Look at the clouds coming at us from every direction.
Confucius say, why go to other side of world to see beautiful tree when beautiful tree in own backyard? Tide's still running pretty high. That Hunter's Moon did a good job this year. Daddy, why is the water bubbling?
Yeah, wants to get out.
That's funny. Cool. So that happens all the time.
Anytime.
First pull. Impressive. It doesn't look like the end of the season with all these little skiffs around.
Dingy dog.
Dingy Dock. SSYC. Doug's over there. I guess who's staring? Yours truly. So far, so good. Soon we sail.
That's the hill I was on last week watching the smokestack come down. Osprey Overlook Park, that used to be the landfill. Do you ever remember going to the landfill?
Absolutely.
That's
All
where,
these words playing around.
yeah.
Great escapade.
And look at it now. Gorgeous. Looks like the Osprey have flown south for the season.
So he got into
Whose
being
music? What music?
Captain Sam Crutchfield.
Same question.
Florida chatterboat guy. Knows how to sing. Get some backup people, some band, and he sings like Buffett songs. This is about Lake Okeechobee.
I think I heard Buffett join him on one of the songs.
Yeah. Not a very efficient hoist. Gets caught up.
We're getting another sail, but I'm steering, so I can't really get the shot, the money shot. I get the butt shot, not the money shot. We're gonna have 2 sails soon. This could get serious. How serious can you get when you're like me? I've been told to steer. We're headed for the bridge. Everything's gonna be just fine. It's really wide open. It's not too crowded. I feel a little bit better now. Nice to have you back. Lower than the bottom of the bridge. Cool. Hello. Wow, that's so neat.
Went over this bridge 4,000 times before I knew there was waterfront property in Weymouth. Silly man.
Funny.
Not to mention a bunch of people with boats that would invite me out to make my videos.
There you go.
Hello. We got somebody on our tail here. Hello.
How you doing? I'm David Daly. He's living in Situate. I record her all the time.
David. All right, we're gonna be out the door weather and more with T-Rex and TK tomorrow morning.
Nice.
Put Tim Kelly weather into YouTube.
All right.
Doug's telling me to do something right now. I gotta put down my camera. So now we're out in the river. It's totally different. We've got real wind. Beautiful. Oh yeah, TK at the helm. Put on your seatbelt. On the Why Not? It's October 12th, 2022. Thank you, Doug, for having me. Nice breeze today, going back into Hingham. And I'd say the southwest or west kind of picked up to about 20 during this afternoon. I got to do the first sail last year and the last sail this year. Here you can drive that boat with an iPad. Hingham crew, I assume?
Yeah.
Wow. They're fast. And they're gone.
The water skiers.
I love the aeolian harp of the sound of the wind going through the rigging.
Good day. Good day. Hi, Jeff. Meg. Dual sun dogs. That means it's gonna be a doozy.